without further ado, let's begin the meeting by calling in attendance of the current office bearers. Don't worry, new office bearer, we won't be calling your attendance yet. The list is not finalized. So, Jackson, can we begin the meeting now? Okay, I think Jackson is present. How about Kimberly and Ibrahim?
I'm here.
All right, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. I'm here also. How about Izan and Yingxuan?
Here.
Here.
Thank you. How about Phoebe and Kirara?
Here.
Thank
Here.
you. Thank you. Okay, the acting moose head, Aditi.
Here.
Thank you, Aditi. How about the activities heads?
Here.
All right, thank you. How about the publicity head?
Here.
Okay, thank you. How about the welfare head? I saw Shirley and Sylvia here, I guess, earlier.
Here.
Okay, how about Kiani and Kiara, yeah, SAS representatives?
Both of us are here.
Okay, thank you so much.
Not there.
Okay, so how about School of Business, yeah? Emelda, are you here?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. How about Brian Kwong and Letitia?
Here.
Brian, you want me to put your name here or to the new MSC report?
Both lah.
Okay, can lah. Oh, okay, moving on. We have the SOIT representatives.
Here.
Diana. Thank you, Seng Chie. Okay, here also. Thank you, thank you. How about Somas? Andin is here. Amar?
Amar here is in the chat box.
Amar, okay, nice.
Hmm.
How about Nathan and Ngoi Min, SOP?
Here.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. How about School of Science? Nathaniel and Muniba?
Here.
Thank you. Okay, I hope Nathaniel is here also. So yeah, let's move on to the non-MSC members. How about the editors? Ezrik, Teresa, Karen. I saw Karen. Elena. Okay, thank you, thank you. How about the CNS secretary?
Here.
Thank you, Justin.
Here.
Thank you. How about the CNS treasurer? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
CNS is already called earlier.
2025 one ma.
Oh. Oh yeah. How about the CNS publicity?
Here. Here.
Okay, thank you. How about CNS ELO? Jesse?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. How about the CNS sports officer? Yeah. Adwa and Joshua. Thank you, Adwa. Thank you also. How about MUSA secretary Aditi? I think you're here already.
Here.
How about MUSA engagement?
Narun.
I'm here.
Oh, she's here.
Okay, Sharda, thank you. How about MUSA treasurer, Karen? I think Karen is going to be late, right, Aditi? So yeah, moving on. Mustafa, I think you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Ikra, I think you're here also, right?
Here. Yes.
Thank you. How about Mildred and Mashrura? Join already or not yet?
Here.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, thank you so much. I think that will conclude the attendance. Nobody is going to be absent today. I received no apology letters. Yeah, I received no apology letters, and everyone is here, I believe. Thank you so much, guys. Last one of the year. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy the meeting one last time. So, yeah, there will be no motion for today since everyone here is present, and the election report and the rest is going to be presented in each of the respective department or division updates. So, Jackson, you can begin with your first report, yeah. President's
Alright.
report.
Hello everyone. So happy that this is our last MSC. Like finally. Yes. So let's go through mine first. First one would be my highlights would be all the best to MUSA 2025, EMS cutoff, shadowing period and handover, and MUSA 2024 appreciation night, and a final message to MUSA 2024 and our beloved stakeholder. So can we move down a little bit? All right, so all the best to 2025. Congratulations to our newly elected office bearer. We look forward to seeing your passion and dedication as you embark on this new exciting journey. Be prepared for a road filled with challenges and triumphs, but most important is to remember to enjoy the experience and learn from every step along the way. Okay, moving on to my next part would be EMS cutoff. As we approach the finance cutoff date, which is tomorrow, please note that any EMS submissions from now onwards will not be accepted. and ensure all pending finance documents are submitted promptly for our beloved finance director to handle and process accordingly. Shadowing period. Now that the general election is over, we encourage all office bearers to begin their shadowing period at their earliest convenience. All right. After that, remember to hand over your office key to your successor once everything is in order. Okay. And most importantly, don't forget to sign the official handover form, which the General Secretary will provide. Otherwise, there is no certificate provided. Yeah. Okay, so 2024 Appreciation Night. The 2024 Appreciation Night was held on the 18th of October, and it was a success despite some minor hiccups. So most importantly, we hope that all MUSA members enjoyed the evening. And although, there are always areas for improvement, but overall, it was a memorable night of celebration. So my final message to MUSA 2024 and our stakeholders. So as we bring this chapter with MUSA 2024 to a close, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt thanks to everyone who has been part of this journey. To my beloved MUSA 2024 team, your passion, dedication, and tireless effort have made a significant impact to our student community, and it has been an honor to work alongside everyone here. All right. So to our student community, you have been at the heart of everything we do. Your support, feedback, active participation has been invaluable in guiding our efforts throughout the year. We sincerely hope that our initiative and programs have brought positive experience and benefit to your university life. At the same time, we also recognize that there may be instances where you fell short to your expectation, but for that, I want to expand our deepest apologies. We have learned from these moments and are confident that MUSA 2025 will continue to grow and improve, driven by the desire to serve you better each year. As we look ahead, I trust that MUSA 2025 will continue to strive for excellence, working to meet the evolving needs of our diverse student body. All right. So thank you, MUSA 2024, and thank you to our wonderful student community for your trust, support, and engagement. And here's to an exciting journey that lies ahead. So this report is contributed by Jackson, the president of MUSA 2024, one last time. So acceptance of divisions and departments report.
Sylvia.
All right, accepted by Sylvia. All right, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Jackson.
Right.
Now, moving on, we have the Vice President's report. Maybe Ibrahim or Kimberly, you guys can begin at any time.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So just some updates from the Vice President's Department. We just have one thing to inform. So during our not too long ago CEC meeting, just some updates on two matters. Firstly, on campus operation hours, especially during right now for exam week, SWOT back, and also week 12, and then study spaces. So campus operating hours have been extended, and there are several study spaces which have also been made available during SWOT back, week 12, and exam week, which lasts from 14th of October to the 14th of November. And then not too long ago, MUSA publicity team has also posted on the MUSA official page Instagram on the operating hours of the areas that has been extended. Those are operating hours, and then library extended library operating hours on weekends will only start this weekend, and 24 hours operating of the Hive will have already started on the 17th of October. So for students who encounter, because we did hear from students that icon was off early, so for students who encounter that, all departments or division, if you hear of this concern being raised to you, please mention to them that FMD have informed us to tell the student to directly scan the QR codes available in those study areas to report specifically that the icons were turned off earlier than it should be. That's it from us. So this report was contributed by myself and Ibrahim. I will leave it up for a few seconds if anyone have any questions. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So acceptance of our report. MUSA Vice Presidents accepted by
Shirley.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly. Now, moving on, we have my own report. So it's going to be a bit lengthy. Sorry, guys. Because Aaron here is going to be presenting the annual elections report after its conclusion 2 days ago. So let me give a brief pointer on what is it about. So again, later we are going to have Aaron. There will be presenting the annual elections report, what has happened and what went well and what can be evaluated further. And also, I will be talking later after Aaron finish his presentation to talk about the transitional phase to MUSA 2025 and the November by-elections for the publicity division head position. Yeah. So I believe that we can start with the presentation first. Now I'm going to give the floor to Aaron to talk about the election report and what has been happening so far.
All right, thank you so much, Guido. Am I audible? Okay. All right, so I think I'll just start off with the election report from the introduction till the end. So, like what Guido said, it was a bit lengthy, so I'll try to keep it as concise as possible. So, for the introduction of MUSA during elections 2024, it began from August 30 until October 25, when the report was currently submitted to MSC. So, for the total voter turnout rate for MUSA during elections 2024 was 14.64%. Which is 1,103 voters out of 7,533 eligible voters. So for this cycle, the election commission was just led by me from Stanford University, and my official appointment was on August 1st. And there's no DRO was appointed for this election. And for MUSA General Election 2024, just crucial information is this election was operated with half the manpower compared to 2023 and also 40% less budget. So the election committees that were supporting this entire process, which I would also like to shout out, they were Guido, Jackson, Alicia, and also Dong. So there are a few key dates for the election. The first one was announcement of elections, right up until submission of election report due today. So there are a few key stages that I believe everyone here, especially the newly elected candidates for MUSA, not candidates anymore, office bearers of MUSA 2025, you guys were aware of. So these are the dates that you guys have been through, if you guys still remember. So you can just scroll down a bit. After looking at all the timeline, right, the first thing that happened for this entire election was the open talk. So the open talk was information sharing session for all Monash students that were interested to be part of MUSA. So if you guys still remember, this open talk was happening on October 18th, 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And it was hosted by me, and also Jackson also made a brief appearance during the meeting. And for this open talk, it was still on YouTube right now, and it has received around 128 views. And it was actually a very good comparison compared to the 2022 open talk, which referring to the election report they have presented, they mentioned that they only have 5 participants per session for the open talk. So comparing it to 2022 open talk session, now we have 128 views, so it's actually a very good growth in terms of attendance. So moving forward is the nomination and ticket registration period. So for this year election, the election commission, we actually introduced a different structure. So instead of doing ticket registration first, we actually decided to put nomination first to make sure that everyone, especially those that are going to join a party, they are eligible before the ticket registration period. So for this new sequence, it's actually very effective because all the candidates who participated in election, they actually have already met the eligibility requirements. And that doesn't cause any conflicts because those that have appeal on their requirements to run for election, they were already settled before proceeding to the ticket registration period. So for this election, there were a total of 38 candidates, and there are 30 candidates who were affiliated with Equitas, which is the only registered party for MUSA General Elections 2024. And the remaining 8 candidates, they ran independently, with 3 pairs contesting paired positions and 2 candidates running for individual positions. And the positions that will remain uncontested was finance directors, MUIS engagement, MUIS media, and also for the platforms that we use in terms of communication, it was just Telegram channel. So we decided not to use Discord anymore because we want to make the communication channel more centralized. So we just communicate with the candidates through Telegram. And for election commission internal communication, we communicated through WhatsApp. And it's proven that this is more effective when it comes to communication because it's more minimal and centralized. And moving forward is the comparison when it comes to the positions that are uncontested. So in compared to MUSA 2023, which has 6 uncontested positions. This year, we only have 3 positions that are uncontested. So I would say that this is a huge, one of the reasons that this happened is because MUSA 2024 did a really great job, which attract the students to join for the next term. So just a huge round of applause to all of you guys that are watching this virtually. So you can go forward. It is the publicity method. So for MUSA Journal Elections 2024, we actually adopted a refined and comprehensive publicity strategy. And our main priority for this round is quality over quantity because we do not want to overwhelm the student community with too many contents. So the primary platforms that we use for communication for this election is Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, and for live stream, we use OBS and also YouTube channel for the debates. So for all the required documentation from the candidates, we only centralize it with just one email, which is the General Secretary's email. So everything that we need from the candidates, they have to send it in just one email, which is different with previous terms because they used 2 emails, which is General Secretary and also the Election Commission's email, if I'm not mistaken. And then moving forward is the publicity strategies. So a list of publicity strategies were actually prepared with the publicity officers on the time to produce the content, when to schedule the contents, everything. And even though some posts they did experience delays due to external factors, for the schedule, it's already have sufficient flexibility that can ensure all the posting progress remain on track. And the results was also evident because if you guys can look at the chart below, so compared to 2022 and 2023 election, but before we proceed, I just want to highlight that 2024 is elections that happened virtually, and 2023 was a fully physical elections that just came back from lockdown. So if you guys can take a look at the chart, there's the likes and reshare performance, which it's very evident that for this year election, it actually contains more likes and reshare counts in total compared to the previous few terms. So just a huge shout out to publicity officers, Alicia. And moving forward, the next figure is the post type performance, which the Election Commission categorized the posts into different groups. The first one is KYC, next one is event announcement, and the next one is result closing related posts, and another one is update or reminders posts. So the reason why we categorize this is to really understand the relationship between the popularity of candidates, like what is the post that actually attract the attention of the student community. So if you guys can take a look, comparing in terms of physical election, comparing to 2023, 2024 election has get a higher average like count in all aspects, which includes KYC, event announcement, result closing, and also the reminders. So just in short, the publicity strategies in MUSA Generations 2024, it definitely has maintained student interest without really overwhelming them because that is our main priority. And it also ensured that candidates and all the students that are outside of the elections, they are well informed throughout the process. So in comparison to previous year, the 2023 elections experienced a negative growth compared to 2022, around negative 11%. And for 2024, we have seen a positive growth around 10%, despite a 40% budget cut. So it means that this is probably something that the future election commission can continue to take place. So moving forward is the MUSA training session. MUSA training session, I believe all office bearers and also the candidates were still remembering this. So it was happening on 28th September. Thank you so much, Guido. And it was conducted virtually. And its purpose is to equip the candidates with important knowledge with the current office bearer. And this session was taking place in Zoom. So one challenge that was encountered during the MUSA training session was some office bearers were absent, despite the multiple announcements or reminders from the Election Commission, especially from Guido and also from Jackson. So this definitely have hindered the smoothness of transfer of knowledge and also the skill sets to the candidates. So just a suggestion from the Election Commission, in order to prevent things like this happen in the future, I think it is very important to provide a clear consequences for non-attendance. This is just to make sure that accountability and also participation is ensured for things like MUSA training session. So next is the campaigning period. So for campaigning period, it took place from September 29th to October 11th, and debate week was from October 7th to October 11th. So there are two important changes that the Election Commission has implemented. The first one is the campaigning subsidy, which we has provided the candidates with a budget cap. If you're independent runner, you have 30 ringgit. I'm sorry, if you're independent runner, you have 40 ringgit, and if you're party members, you have 30 ringgit. And the second change that we have decided to do was we decided to establish a campaigning booth for the candidates for them to do their campaigning activities. So all the candidates, they definitely has employed various strategies when it comes to campaigning. And when it comes to promoting themselves out with materials that requires the subsidy, they will need to get approval from Election Commission beforehand. So there are a few incidents where Election Commission has to intervene because there are some situations that we think that it might be a bit inappropriate to be posted on social media. So what we did was we just gave them some advice and also suggestions to be made for their campaigning materials. But overall, the campaigning material was pretty smooth because no major challenges will happen, as most of the communications were being well informed to the Election Commission. But still, there's one notable challenge involved the management of banners. So initially, the Election Commission wanted to print a banner and also hang it on a few spots in Monash University, Malaysia, to increase the exposure among the students. However, we did not receive any response from the management, and this result in an unnecessary expenditure of 210 ringgit just for the production of the banners. So the lack of communication from the university management is something that the future Election Commission should take account into. So probably they can plan this entire scheduling way beforehand to make sure that they reply. And the second problem is the campaigning booth, which is also the same problem with the management responsiveness. So basically, the management, they decided to respond to our booking just a few days before the campaigning period started. So what we did was we actually quickly prepared duty sheets for the candidates to fill out. And the good thing is the candidates were very cooperative and they fill out the duty sheets within the deadline given. So in conclusion, for campaigning period, the majority of candidates, they actually followed the policies and also demonstrated a huge cooperation in navigating all the discrepancies in interpretation of the regulations. But of course, there are existing ambiguities and shortcomings within the regulations that led to the questioning from the candidates. And they also result in multiple disputes that require the intervention by the Election Commission. But all in all the things are very smooth, I would say. So we can move forward to debates. For debates, just a quick introduction on the debates. It's a platform to allow candidates to address the key issues and engage in Q&A sessions with current OBs and the students. So the debate schedule was formatted as below, but it was virtually and also physically present among the students because they can watch the live stream through YouTube channel, and also they can watch the live stream. They can watch the debates physically in the venue that were informed to them way before the election, way before the debating. So there are 5 days of debating. First day was school reps and also functioning body. Second day was also school rep. Third day was MUIS. Moving forward, the fourth day was divisions. The fifth day was executive committees. So for this day election, the debates for VP, Gen Sec, and President, they were allocated an extra 30 minutes session to accommodate their responsibilities. And in addition to extending some sessions, we also increased the buffer time in between debates to ensure that if potential overruns or unforeseen circumstances happen, we have the leeway to handle it. So this extension, along with the longer buffer times, it was very effective because it ensured a smooth flow of debates, except for a few instances where some debates actually went a bit overhand, but it's just happened in a few sessions only. Because if we look at figure 6.1, the debate session this year actually experienced lower postpone compared to the previous 3 years. if you guys can look at the allocated duration and actual duration here. So in comparison to previous years where they only allocated 1 hour for each session, the decision of making it 1.5 hours for the important positions and also the increment in the buffer times actually is very effective, because if we take a look at figure 6.2, it shows that debates with a higher number of contested positions, they tend to experience slight overruns. And this is because candidates, they require more time to present their manifestos and respond to questions. But for sessions with fewer positions, the actual running time tends to align more closely with the allocated time. So it means that it's very important for Election Commission to allocate the time and also the buffer time management when they have already discovered the number of positions that are running for that particular election. So moving forward, there are a few challenges that are being faced during the debates period. The first one is the equipments. So initially, the Election Commission, we had a conversation with Monash Music Club to book equipments from them, like what we did for MUSA 2024 election, 2023 elections. But then last minute they decided to withdraw because they told us that they were unable to commit for becoming the vendor to provide the equipment. So what we did was we actually approached Dominic, the former MUSA 2022 president, who is kind enough to provide live stream equipment in a short notice, and also his knowledge as well. So this shift is actually very beneficial because not only the new equipment setup came at a lower cost, but it also enhanced the overall streaming quality compared to previous elections. If you guys can look at the YouTube channel. And this revised equipment route also provide a new alternative for the live stream in future elections that can ensure a high quality broadcast without sacrificing affordability. And for the debates, each debate session was moderated by a returning officer with the support of subcom members from the GenSec department who help as online moderators. And current OBs were there to ask questions to the candidates, to offer deeper insights to the candidates. And all the sessions were live streamed on YouTube for public access. And the view counts as extracted from 21st of October, it was 64 to 276. So overall, the debates, it was very smooth. And I would say it's considered as a success because not only it featured improved live streaming quality, and the overall session was more organized compared to previous term. So
Kelvin, close your mic.
all right. So I would say with all these things that we have learned, especially with the debates and all the hiccups that we have faced, I believe that future election commissions, they can build on these platforms that we have provided to them and make the debate session more inclusive and more engaging. So moving forward is the voting period. So for this year election, compared to the few previous year election, it was very smooth and efficient. This was because there's a successful trial run of the e-balloting platform during the by-election period before this election, which allowed the execution of the electoral process to be really smooth. So for the voting, it happened from October 13 to October 19. And the e-voting system has been proven to be more reliable, and it has proven to play a more crucial role in ensuring that the election is proceeded without many technical issues. And of course, one of the reasons that this happened is because our General Secretary, he is very familiar with the platform. So there's no major issue happening with the platform when it comes to voting. But there's also one issue that happened during the voting period because one candidate, this candidate reported that the opposing candidate was promoting themselves when it's not allowed to. So what happened was the Election Commission, we conducted a comprehensive analysis and investigation. So after this investigation, we have issued a warning to the opposing candidate for violating the rules regarding campaigning on social media. So despite the candidate's consistent request for a revote, but we did not take serious consideration on that matter through a thoughtful process and internal discussion because there's no evidence being provided by the candidate to support the claim that the opposing candidate was using MUSA-related platforms for promotion during the voting period. And moving forward is the vote counts for the election. So, Guido, if you can scroll down. this is the vote count breakdown for MUSA general elections 2024. So for president, he has obtained 69.99% of the total votes. And for vice president, they have obtained 70.26% of the total votes. For the winner of the general secretary, who is Bislam, she has obtained the majority of the votes. And for head of CNS, she has also obtained 68.36% of the total votes. For head of MUIS, it's a bit different case because only international students can vote for MUIS related position. He has obtained 66.13% out of all the votes. And for head of welfare, it's 59.27% of the total vote. Head of activities is 71.17% of the total vote. MUIS treasurer, same case with head of MUIS. Yes, she has obtained a total of 70.61% votes. MUIS secretary is 64.86%. MUIS CRO is 56.45%. And moving forward is Guido. All right, is the editors, which has obtained 68.63%. SAS is School of Arts and Social Sciences reps. They have obtained 82.76% of the total votes. And for school reps, only students that are under the same schools can vote for these positions. And for School of Business, until School of Pharmacy and School of Sciences, all of them have obtained the minimum requirement of votes. So all of them have successfully entered MUSA 2025. And that is the end of the voting results. I will move forward to the budget breakdown for MUSA General Elections 2024. So for MUSA General Elections 2024, it was being highlighted that it was 40% lower than the previous election. So this is the transparent breakdown for all the expenses that occurred. So for bunting and the delivery fees, it was only around 140 ringgit. So the left side is estimated price, which we have anticipated it to be, and the actual price was the actual expenses they we have incurred. So for the banner, it was relatively lower because of the issue that popped out from the management, which they didn't respond to our booking. Hence, it's relatively lower because we decided to tell the supplier to not do the installation. So it's relatively lower than the estimated price. And for the audio system, it's within the range. For campaigning budget, the candidates were kind enough to not spend according to the quota that we have given to them. And for the batteries, it was being used for the live stream for the debates. And for the results ceremony audio system, it was another expenditure for the live stream. So overall, the estimated was around 6,000, but the actual expenditure was only around 4,400 ringgit, excluding the payment for a returning officer. So I would say that in terms of budget, it actually is a huge budget surplus, and it's 40% lower compared to the previous year. So moving forward is the recommendations for future elections. So for election commission this year, we decided to do a post-mortem internally, and also we want to get feedback from the candidates. So based on these two sources of feedback, just to give everyone a clear image as well, for the ratings that were rated by the candidates towards the election commission, it was 4.2 out of 5 out of all the aspects, which cover their satisfactory level when it comes to campaigning subsidy, campaigning booth, and also their satisfactory level towards the election commission. It was 4.2 out of 5. And just to summarize all the key recommendations that were being suggested by the candidates and also internally by the election committees, the first one is to establish a designated returning officer, which is designated deputy returning officer, for each election. So the reason being why is because having a deputy returning officer can ensure that just in case anything happens, there's always one person to back up the election instead of just relying on one person, which is the returning officer, to do everything. And also this is to make sure that if there's any particular problem that the returning officer can't handle, there's always a backup there to help out. And moving forward is the standardization of question quality, because we received some feedback mentioning that when it comes to questions, some positions were relatively easier and some questions were relatively harder. So just future recommendations for the future EC, that probably we can find a way to standardize the question quality to ensure that everyone is being assessed in the equal footing and everyone is being assessed equally. And the next thing is the buffer time. It is very important to allocate buffer time for all the election activities. And one buffer time that we would suggest is before and after the election, because we need time to set up. And the reason why there are some buffer times required for after the debates is for just in case the venue is being booked by other clubs or societies for other venues purposes. So just in case that if it delays, we still have some leeway to ensure the debates were being held successfully. And moving forward, the next recommendation is the effective combination when it comes to publicity materials. So this is for future publicity officers. It is very important to allocate additional manpower for publicity efforts. And it is important to also utilize integrated marketing communication strategies, such as paid advertisements on social media, to make sure that it reach a greater students community. And the next one is to avoid conflicts with major academic events such as orientation week and also critical assignment periods. And next is trial runs for key events. So some of the key events are like the first debates and also the result ceremony. It's very important for us to do rehearsal. And the last one is the professionalism among not just the candidates and also the office bearer as well. It is very important for everyone to foster punctuality and also attentiveness and also some appropriate behavior during sessions, because we did receive some feedbacks from the candidates that they encountered certain unprofessionalisms during the debates. So just a reminder to the future ECs probably to take note on this to ensure that all candidates and also the office bearers, they receive a fair and engaging process when it comes to elections. So the last one, guys, I know it's a bit long, I'm so sorry, but the last part is reflection and conclusion for this report. So from an objective standpoint, the MUSA Generations 2024, it's achievement for MUSA 2024 because one of the primary goals that was set by the election commission, especially myself, was to conduct elections in a budget-friendly manner. And I'm happy to announce that it's reduced by 40% in terms of the expenses of elections. And the second one is to ensure that the timeline and also the opportunities that are being given to the candidates were well maintained. And I'm also happy to announce that all the candidates, they did not face any sudden changes of timeline. Even though there's sudden changes, it's also being adjusted in the quickest way possible. So for this one, I would say, in conclusion, the MUSA Generations 2024, it's a very important milestone for this term in terms of transparency, efficiency, and also inclusivity. So the election was very successful in a way that we did not terminate anyone from candidacy because we managed it very well when it comes to complaints or reports from the candidates. And the budgetary spending that were being reduced, combined with high standards maintained throughout the process, highlights MUSA's ability to innovate and improve upon past elections. So moving forward, the lessons learned from this experience, it will only serve as a fundamental for future electoral initiative. And I believe MUSA can continue to uphold the principles of integrity and accountability in the democratic process. And personally, I'm also optimistic that all these efforts and actions taken, not only it will improve MUSA's reputation in general, but it will inspire future leaders in Monash University, Malaysia, to prioritize the values of teamwork and responsibility in their endeavors. So yeah, that's the end for my report.
Okay, thank you, Aaron, for the long and comprehensive presentation. Now, moving on, I believe that concludes the general elections. Thank you to all of the OBs and good luck to all of the new elected OBs for next year. So I'm going to talk about one last point. I'm going to make it quick from my end. Like Jackson mentioned, to all current MUSA OB, please conduct a shadowing period and a proper discussion session with your successor as soon as it is viable for you guys to do so. I understand that you guys are facing exams and so on and so forth. And also the handover, like Jackson mentioned in the beginning regarding like the handover form and also the network ID reset. Well, we are aiming to do this in late November. Just keep that in mind because yeah, I have exam and I will not be able to entertain any such requests for the time being. Hopefully, you guys understand with that. And yeah, and then in the meantime, the department will also be focusing on the by-election, especially for the publicity division head. So the succession crisis can be finally over. This is planned to be held fully online, and it will not be done in any way possible offline. The debates are online, the posting, and we are going just to adjust it according to what we need exactly. So again, I will be leaving some room for questions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I believe there is no questions. So, got question, huh? Oh, no. Okay, I believe there are no questions. So that concludes my report. Acceptance of MUSA General Secretary report accepted by,
Sylvia.
huh?
Sylvia.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So let's move on now to the finance director's report. Yeah, Izan or Yingxuan, you guys can begin at any time.
Okay, hello. So first thing is the cut-off for financial requests. Please be informed that the cut-off date to request on the fund tracker is on 25th October. Is tomorrow, as announced. Any requests submitted after this cut-off date will not be entertained. However, if anyone cannot adhere to this timeline, kindly approach our department as soon as possible, and we will determine whether the extension is necessary. And please make sure to finalize all financial reports and receipts for event cash and cash reimbursement not later than November 8th. This will allow the funds to be reimbursed in the last payment cycle by the Monash Finance Department. For PRPO requests, please submit the necessary documents, which are the invoice and delivery order, once the vendor has delivered the goods, especially for merch. Please submit FAR for Grab requests for those who have yet to do so after confirming that the vouchers are received via email. And I will pass it to Yushan.
Thanks, Evian. So, there is a huge surge in CR requests as we near the cutoff date. So, there will be a slight delay on your CR reimbursement. So, don't worry about this, but just expect a slight delay. So, as we process it, as Evian process it. Okay, so final point is what we'll be doing after the cutoff. So the cutoff date, the purpose of it is to provide an adequate time for the finance department to finalize the expenditure for 2024 and of course draft the new budget for 2025. And after this, we will finalize the MUSA budget and complete the general ledger for the year of 2024. And this document, the general ledger, will likely serve as one of the referring documents when drafting the budget for the year of 2025 and for any AGMs held for that year. So it's a really important document for the finance department. And since we still currently do not have any successors, so we will still be responsible for drafting the MUSA budget proposal 2025, and we'll work very closely with the new team until a successor is appointed. Thanks, Kenny. So any questions? No, I believe there's no questions. So this report is contributed by Izin and Yingxuan, the finance directors, and it's accepted by
Bibi.
Kenny.
Ha.
Huh? Hebe?
Bibi.
Yes.
Okay,
thank you.
Annie. Oh, okay. Just put both. So, okay. Thank you, Yingxuan. Now, moving on. We're going to do the head of CNS report. Yeah, you guys can begin now.
Okay. Just really quick words from us. So the CNS Treasurer Department update. So the deadline for the financial ledger for the clubs and societies will be on the 15th of November, whereas the deadline for the fund application has already closed, which was 17th of October. And currently all applications of funds are being reviewed by the CNS and MUSA treasurers. Next up will be the CNS Secretary's Department updates. So CNS issued certificates will be distributed during the month of December because the clubs and societies are currently applying for it. So to all the requested clubs and committees. And the total events organized by CNS, there's a total of 577 EMS being submitted for this year's CNS. So that's quite a lot of events. And are there any questions? Okay, assuming no. So this report has been contributed by Kirara and Phoebe and accepted by
Jackson.
Wow. Okay, thank you, Phoebe. Now,
Thank you.
okay, now moving on, we have the head of MUSA report that will be presented by Aditi. Yeah? You can begin at any time you want.
All right. So for the secretary department, the forms for our upcoming events, Jom KL and Game Wars were made. Orientation was successful with a lot of signups for our events, Jom KL and Game Wars. The IBP form that was sent got a really good response with 180 signups, and the WhatsApp groups have been made with 14 mentor volunteers. In the treasury department, Jhalak Diklaja reimbursement has been received and has been paid to all the country reps. MCN financial report has been completed, and reimbursement from MCN has been made to the CRs and volunteers, and the Jom KL financial report is in progress. For the engagement department, our Jom KL event was on the 19th, and it was very successful with a lot of positive feedback. And it was more organized than the July one because we took into account all the feedback we got. And Game Wars is to be taking place on 26th, and it'll be the last event for the year. CRO department, MCN took place on 6th October and it was very successful with over 550 participants. All the community events have been completed for the year. And the final meeting with the CRs and subcoms took place on the 16th. And we're just waiting on the certificates to be distributed. From the media department, the coverage is in progress and 3 reels have already been posted for MCN. The yearly photo shoot has been completed and travel series is to be uploaded soon. Documentation for Jom KL was done and the posters for Jom KL and Game Wars were made. And MIMA's theme has been decided and the work has been distributed. Contributed by Aditi, me, accepted by
Maybe.
Okay. Thank you, Aditi. Now, moving on, we have the activities division report. Yeah, maybe Wesley or Valencia, you can begin at any time you want.
Okay, so for activities chairperson's report, first of all, for October orientation, it is held on October 16, 17, and 18. The main event by MVP, the global adventure, took place on October 17 from 4 p.m. and it garnered over 200 participants. It featured a campus tour and mini treasure hunt for new students, concluding with a shared meal. And feedback was mostly positive, although initial crowd control issues arose, but were quickly resolved. Next, Monash Ball, scheduled for November 24th, Sunday. The invoice has been issued to sound and lighting vendor, and the decoration vendor PO has been issued as well. And judges, we are currently sourcing. Ongoing active discussions with Mandarin Oriental to ensure all arrangements are on track, and we will focus on future publicity efforts on venue, ambience, and dress code. Yeah, this is all for the report. Any questions? 3, 2, 1. Okay, accepted by
Guido. So yeah, thank you, Valencia, for the report. Now, moving on, we have the publicity officer report. Yeah, Alicia, you can begin at any time you want.
Okay, so I only have a few things to update from the publicity division. Okay, so first would be for the Monash merchandise. So the remaining items were sold during the October orientation week, and we gained an estimated revenue of 1,680. And as for the varsity jacket update, there were some issues with the knitting color. There was a mismatch. We ordered white, but I think when they sewed it together, it was a bit yellowish, which caused a 2-week delay from the initial delivery date, which was supposed to be on week 12. But the most latest update that we got from the vendors 3 days ago, that even after the re-knitting, the color was still off, so they had to send it off to dye again, which is causing even further delay. As of right now, they promised us to deliver the jackets by November 7th, but if there's any further updates, we'll surely update the students through email and also our Instagram. Right now we're negotiating with the vendors to partially deliver some of the pieces to distribute to the students who are leaving the country. Then as for the October orientation, it was commenced successfully. We gave out 180 Subway cookies to the new students along with the Monash 101 brochures from activities divisions in exchange for a follow. And we gained an estimated of 1K new followers for our main page. And as for the MUSA 2024 lanyards, we're in the process of raising the PRPO and just this semester's summary from publicity division. So MUSA OB shirts were distributed and we did the photo shoot, which pictures from the photo shoot have been used to update the MUSA official website. And during the July orientation, we collaborated with Toast to Love and the activities division and successfully distributed donuts, vouchers, and brochures, gaining following for on the official page. We also collaborated with the Taylor Student Council and as well as the Sunway Student Council for the seasonal sprint. And ever since the previous MSC, we have suggested to push back the focus group discussion with BEMFEB University of Jember due to clashing schedules. And as for the general elections, all the relevant posters have been uploaded. And after evaluation with the election committee, we have concluded that the publicity strategies were a success, but of course there are some improvements to be implemented in the future. And finally, for my last agenda, I would like to thank the students who have entrusted us in this position. Thank you to my team and thank you to all of the MUSA 2024 office bearers for making this year a very memorable one. And good luck to the upcoming office bearers as well. So that is all from me. Is there any questions in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? This report is contributed by Alicia Tiopan, Head of Publicity, Acceptance of Division Department's report, MUSA Publicity, accepted by
Karen.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alicia. Now, moving on, we are going to listen to the welfare officer's report. You guys can begin at any time.
Hello. So, so first, the launch matters. Recently, the windows are broken, but it's fine now. It's looks like new. And the Monash staff have been improved, and the student in question will be covering the expenses to fix the damaged window. And we also would like to express our concerns and warning for students to be careful with facilities as they are supposed to be used publicly and shared, especially since it is not the first time that a lounge facility has been damaged despite the difference in scale.
Shirley?
Okay, I'll go on for our snack pack. So on week 10, we distributed our flagship welfare snack pack throughout 3 days at the student lounge. A total of 245 snack packs were distributed. And we noticed that due to the newly implemented walk-in system, the recipients of the snack packs have diversified. We also implemented a daily quota for more students to receive the snack packs. And we would like to express our gratitude for the amazing support and participation from students, especially since we had reached our daily quotas within 30 minutes of opening. Additionally, we also apologize to those who came after 11:30 a.m. yet failed to get the snack pack. Okay, I'll go on to our last event, which is U-Fine. So in conjunction with World Mental Health Day on 10th of October, we brought in an external psychotherapist for our students to have a creative workshop. With the reluctance of Monash students to approach therapy, we had planned for a drawing/doodling type of counseling done in small groups for students to have fun whilst understanding their minds and maintaining their comfort. Despite low registration, participation rate was high. We do acknowledge that the event was publicized for a short period of time due to other priorities. We received positive feedback for participants of other workshops, as the workshop was done in multiple timings and smaller groups, allowing them to share their thoughts easier. So you find closes off the welfare department's initiatives and events. And I'll go on to our gratitude messages from Heads of Welfare of 2024. I would like to say thank you for the entirety of the welfare department, my partner Sylvia, my executives, and my subcommittees, as well as my amazing fellow MUSA office bearers and committee of the 2024 term. It was a great run as welfare. Prioritizing positivity and the students was really enjoyable. And I will definitely miss getting addressed as welfare around the office, missing how our office is open for everyone to take snacks or umbrellas. And thank you for the support throughout to our events. And I hope that next year welfare will grow even bigger. I will definitely miss all of you. I really don't know what I'll do next time now that welfare is out of my agenda, but I'll still support MUSA's events. All the best.
And from first of all, I'm very grateful to the whole MUSA team. It really makes me realize that the team members do make a huge difference on taking such a big responsibility and more enjoyable and supportive. I'm so lucky to have Shirley as my partner to support me through it all as well. I feel like we completed each other really well, and I'm so lucky to be in this 2024 term, and it will always be an unforgettable year. I'm so happy to see welfare survive and growing, an honorable attempt to add positivity and fulfill your needs such as snacks and stuff, especially for the MUSA office bearers. And I'm really going to miss all of you. If you guys have any love letters you would like to send to me,
Me too.
send it to my Telegram.
Sure.
Okay, so any questions?
5, 4. Thank you, Yingshen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That contributes our report.
Accepted by
Kiara.
Yay! Thank you.
Huh? All good? Okay, so now, thank you, Shirley and Sylvia. Now, moving on, we are going to listen to the editor's report, yeah? You guys can begin at any time you want.
Okay, hi everyone. For the last time, I will be presenting our report. So, just to go over our report, the highlights are the event coverage sheet, Manga Magazine 2024, Manga Short Film, page 152, Manga Media Equipment Upgrades, and a special thanks. So for event coverage sheet, we'll be closing it at the end of this week on Saturday, the 26th of October, 2024. Please do inform us via email if you have an event that requires coverage beyond this date, but we highly request that all of you please send in whatever events left into the sheet before Saturday, because it really we really need early we really need early notice, especially since most of our committee may not even be in country anymore. And then the next update is from Manga Magazine 2024. The new magazine is currently being designed and is set to begin production in November to be distributed next year. A pre-order post will be uploaded along with marketing for the magazine in order to promote it. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the magazine. And yeah, basically, I'm so sorry, guys. It's okay. Anyways, next, pass to Ezric.
Okay. So this is my first and last time reporting. So next is Manga Short Film that is set to premiere on MUSA's official YouTube channel on Friday, tomorrow, 25th October, 12 p.m. Please stay tuned, turn your notifications on, and watch it, okay? We put a lot of effort into it. And next is Manga Media Equipment Upgrade. So Manga Media will be upgrading their equipment with the purchase of 1 new camera, 1 new lens, and other accessories to improve the department's coverage facilities. So Manga 25, we be prepared for that. And lastly, a special thanks to everyone that has entrusted us with covering your events. Thank you for involving us to be part of your events for free and allow us to capture the best moments in Monash. Thank you for all the beautiful. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, bro. Please. Okay. So thank you to all the beautiful and talented students who had their picture taken by Monga or shared their creativity with us. Thank you to our passionate sub-community members for pouring your heart and soul into Monga, and thank you to everyone for all the lovely support in everything we create. So this has been our report contributed by Elena, Karen, me, and Teresa. Accepted by
Sylvia.
Okay, thank you, Elena and Ezrik, for the presentation. Now, moving on, we have the School of Arts representatives report. Yeah. Can start now.
Yeah. Okay, so we've concluded our set to giveaway and we had exclusive lanyards to encourage them to fill. And then our 2024 SAS merchandise, the collection period has ended and those who have not collected will be contacted via email. And then we have our October orientation icebreaker, which welcomed around 50 new SAS students. And we played a variety of games as per the faculty's request of it being human interaction. Then we had our Slay and Namaste de-stress event. We collaborated with the Monash Yoga Club and we had a low turnout rate, but the participants' feedback was very good because it was cozy. And then next we had our Lights Out Halloween event, collabing with the Medicine and Health Sciences School of Science and MBC. It was held at the Monash Sports Center. It successfully hosted around 350 students and all of our financial reports are in progress. And next we have our 2025 representatives. It's Ike and Serena, and we are very excited for what's to come under their leadership. And as for our final remarks from SAS, those special shout out. Wait, sorry. Our SAS 2024 team would like to we would like to thank our team that consisted of Niv, Serena, Cassie, Bashira, Angel, Jaina, JJ, and Crystal. Without them, nothing would have been possible. And we are also grateful for all the collaborations we've had with the schools and the other clubs. Thank you for all the fun memories and the shared journey that made this year so special in MUSA 2024. A special shout out to all the schools and divisions who dealt with Kenny and I's countless requests and questions. And to those that are graduating and in their final year, we wish you all the best for your next adventure. And to MUSA 2025, good luck and make the most of your time in MUSA. Okay, any questions? Get ready. Okay, so here. Any questions? No. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Accepted by
Andin.
Huh? Andin. Okay. All right. Thank you, Kiara. Now moving on. Wait. Why is it like this? Okay. Now moving on. We have the SOB representative report. Yeah. Imelda, can start now.
All right. Hi. So there's a few updates from SOB. Now, the first one is the fourth SSLC meeting. The fourth and final SSLC meeting was concluded on the 1st October from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And during the meeting, there were several issues from marketing and finance units were brought up and were well communicated to the other committee members. And then we have our Setu giveaway, which was held on 15th October at the rock climbing area. Subway cookies were given out as a reward to those who have completed their survey. And then we have our October Mingle Night, which was held on 17th October, 8 to 10 p.m. Now, the turnout rate for this event was very good. We initially aimed for a maximum of 50 students and expected 80% of them to show up, but we received over 70 registrations within just 2 hours of promoting the event during our orientation session. And then we have our SOB welcome and course map guidance sessions during October orientation, which was held on 17th October as well. So it was held in Audi 2, and according to the school faculty, this intake was the largest of all the October intakes, and our welcome session went smoothly, and we also assisted EMO with their course map guidance session. And then we have our SOB booth support, which will be at the rock climbing area
during orientation week and this week, which is their week 1. So we did assist EMO with support during orientation week last week, but most of us can't do it for this week because busy preparing for the exams. Now, the next one is the re-enrollment guidance session, which happened last Friday, 11th October. So for this is a collaboration with EMO to assist the October intakes on completing their re-enrollment for semester 1 and semester 2 next year, 2025. And we received an estimation of 130 participants for this one. And it was conducted online on Zoom. And our final one is the leadership camp, which will be from 16th November to 17th November. And this is a collaboration between SOB and Dr. Go's team for our subcommittees to show our appreciation for their hard work during their term. So the leadership camp is an overnight educational trip to Pahang. Right, that would be all from me. This report was contributed by me, Imelda, accepted by
Shirley.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Imelda. So moving on, we have the School of Engineering representatives report. Yeah, maybe Brian or Letitia can begin
Hi
at
there.
any time.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yep. So hi everybody. It's been quite a busy last 2 weeks with the planning of all the events to wrap up our term. So I'll just get right into it. So we also had the Satu giveaway, like many other schools, where we were giving away donuts to students after that they've shown us that they've completed their survey. We did have some trouble booking our usual location at Rock outside Audi 1. So we initially set up at the student lounge, but because not a lot of foot traffic goes on here, we tried to shift towards building 5 level 3 Owl. And this location was more successful and it did have more people. But the problem was that in our announcements, we had stated the location as lounge. And we also had some manpower issues when it came to stationing people in both locations. So this did cause a bit of trouble when it came to the collection. But hopefully, by being at these 2 locations, we were able to capture most of the students and get most of the donuts given away across the week of week 11. And a few days ago on Monday, we had our MUSA and MUMEC appreciation night. So yeah, Guido, if you can just scroll down a bit. Yep. So this night was a time for all the engineering club committees to come and just appreciate themselves and their committee for all the hard work that they've been putting in over the year. So we gave out a few awards to clubs as well as individual awards to just commemorate everybody for their hard work. As well as that, we'll also be having our MUSA SOE reunion dinner tomorrow. This is a dinner that we invite the old alumni back, particularly the ex-school reps from 2023 and beforehand, to be able to mingle with the 2025 MUSA SOE and SOIT reps so that they can just pass on advice as well as make new connections. So the planning has been done and everything should be good to go for the event tomorrow and our final event of the term. At least physical event, because we still have our October intake mentorship program, our Buddy Buddy program, where we currently have 13 mentors and 43 mentees. This intake is actually the largest percentage that we've ever had, around 43% of total intake of 100. So this is quite good, but it is a bit problematic as we don't have quite enough mentors to balance it out. So hopefully the mentors won't feel too overwhelmed with this. And we'll be starting it off this weekend and continue it until week 6 to allow these mentors to be able to share any guidance to students as they start out on their first semester in this challenging degree. The mentors will then receive certificates as well as a 10 ringgit voucher as they usually do to thank them for their time. We have also finished up our year wrap terms by giving them their certificates and their shirts as well. And yep, as with the rest of the office bearers here, we have also passed on our roles to Kavinaya and Joash. And we will be conducting more detailed training with them around early November after our exams have finished and we have a bit more time. As well as this, they'll also be shadowing us for the final meetings. For example, this meeting, I believe they're here now, as well as some other meetings with MUMEC and the other engineering clubs and with the Student Experience Committee. So yeah, finally, we'd like to thank MUSA. So thank you very much, everybody, for all the help that you've given us throughout this year. And I don't think our term would have happened without you guys. We'd also like to thank our subcommittees. So Hao, Poi King, Jashuan, BK, Kavinaya, Ayash, Sanjeevan, Juhong, Isaac, Samantha, Chijit, Ronan, and our entire year rep team for working with us to make our events and our initiatives all a success. And to thank all the departments we work with in MUSA, especially those that we were sharing an office with, the school reps, one of the noisiest offices in the entire lounge. So thank you very much, guys, for making this term what it was. So Brian, any final thanks that you want to give?
No.
All right, so yeah, with that, that concludes our final report submitted by Brian and Letitia. And accepted by
Sylvia.
All right, okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Letitia. Now, moving on, we have the SOIT representatives report here. You guys can begin at any time
Can
you
you
want.
hear me?
Yeah, can.
All right. Okay, so first of all, our final event, the Satu giveaway, was concluded this week. So the registration of it has officially closed, and 7 winners will be chosen based on a giveaway basis, and the 50 ringgit touch and go reload pins will be distributed accordingly. Then second of all, for the election, so Chiu Hui and Tyler won the election for School of IT representative of next year. So thank you guys so much for running, and the official handover will be conducted when the exam period ends, and good luck in your term. Stop. Okay, so next for the events and activities summary and recap. So throughout 2024, we have organized in and collaborated in a diverse range of activities and events totaling 25 in number. All of the events are linked there, but don't need to press in there. These events include collaborations with clubs such as Momtech, GDSC, School of Engineering, and also companies like Netizen Experience, Money Lion, and U Mobile. Then for the highlights of the year, this includes flagship events including Hello Coders, MCL, Career Series, Code Start, and Distress Night. Other initiatives also include Satu ESSFS giveaway and Spirit Week. Then finally, thank you everyone, and the success of SYT 2024 cannot be attributed to the hard work and dedication of all of our School of IT subcommittees as listed here. I'm not gonna read them all. Their contributions have been invaluable in making 2024 a memorable and successful year for School of IT, and thank you so much for MUSA 2024 team, and thank you for the wonderful term and year. Thank you. Any questions? No. So this report was contributed by Diana and Seungjae, School of IT representatives. Acceptance of division and department report, School of IT representative, accepted by
Alicia.
Thank you, whoever that is.
Thank you, Diana. Now, moving on, we have the SOMAS representatives report here. Maybe Andin or Amar can begin now.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All
Can.
right, so few points. Tattoo giveaway and Thomas merch, and also our lights out event and final remarks and words. Okay, so for set 2, what we did is we did some lanyard designs that we distributed, around 80 pieces of them. Honestly, we should have bought more because people were into them, but now we know. The future people know to do that. Anyway, the other thing is for the merchandise is we had like 6 collection days that are on the span of 2 weeks. So most people collected their stuff already, but some people for some reason didn't. So I think we'll contact them and see maybe they can collect it next year or something. The other thing is we had our October orientation mingle night, especially for our psych and human nutrition students, which was quite a success. We couldn't have it in IdeaLink and MindLink because it was booked, so we had it in a different room this time. But then it went all right, so that's great. Okay, so the other thing is the alumni takeover, which was hosted by our great alumni called Elle. She was amazing. The event was a success. A lot of people were interested. A lot of people asked questions. They were curious about the future, as everyone is. But yeah, so it was a success. The Lights Out event was a big, big success as well. Kiara touched on it, so I won't touch on it. But it was a big success for all of us. I want to say congrats to the whole team, and I hope everyone that attended enjoyed it. Okay, so for our successors, our 2025 people, I hope you guys are listening. All the best for next year. I trust in you guys. I believe in you guys. I know for a fact that you guys have the skills and whatever it takes to do great. I hope that you guys do better than us and correct our mistakes and whatever we did wrongly this year. On the remarks, I want to thank my team, my partner, my team, Andin, Narisa, Prudence, Jocelyn, Khadija, Han, Anas, Mariam, Sneha, and Kobe, Gaia, and Diana. Literally, this year wouldn't be the same without them. Our successes wouldn't have come without them, without their effort, their brain cells, and their creativity. So I want to thank every single one of them. A big thank you to the whole of MUSA. Every single one of you guys made this year special. You guys made this year so fun. Especially Nolan, to all of you guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys are great people. And it's amazing that we got to meet you guys. And hopefully meet tomorrow. The other thing is good luck to everyone also. Whoever for some reason decided to work in 2025 also, good luck. And I wish all the best for every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much. So any question? That is absolutely amazing. Okay, so we end our final report. This was contributed by Amar and Andin. School of SOMA's representative's report is accepted by
Kiara.
Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Omar. Now moving on, we have the SOP representatives report, yeah. Maybe Nathan or Moimin can begin now.
Okay. Hi everyone. So I'll be presenting about the School of Pharmacy's report. So just two matters this time. So firstly is the SETU SEM 2 giveaway initiative that we had around the second week of October. So what we did this time around is that we gave out 70 chicken lasagnas each day. We did it in a total of 3 to 4 days as a reward for our SOP students for completing the SETU survey. This is to encourage them to do lah. So a total of 210 chicken lasagnas were distributed across the 3 days, and a total of 210 giveaway were successfully claimed by School of Pharmacy students. So therefore, we anticipate a positive response rate from the SETU surveys for the School of Pharmacy lah. Okay, so lastly, for our last initiative of the year, which is the collaboration event, which is a year-end treat for School of Pharmacy students. So we are, in terms of preparations, we are 70% complete, and the event is scheduled to take place on the 15th November 2024. Currently, we have a registration of 64 students, which is exceeded our target of 60. And all the financial transactions has been communicated to the finance directors with no concerns. And a site visits was just conducted last week, and the venue is suitable for the event. And the team is on track and ready for the event. Other than that, nothing much from School of Pharmacy, and also like to slot in thank you to all the committees that has helped out in the School of Pharmacy events and everything. So this report, it was contributed by both me and Ngoi Min. Acceptance of division report, School of Pharmacy representative accepted by
Vivian.
Okay, thank you, Nathan. Now moving on, we have the School of Science representatives report, yeah. Can begin now, guys.
Hi everyone. So we just have a few events to cover. Starting off with our SOS and MUFAS nutrition workshop, which was successful. Wait, sorry, can you scroll down? Yeah, it was successfully held on 12th October with 40 participants as well as a guest speaker, and overall received positive feedback from our participants. Then we had our field trip to cytopeutics with 30 participants, and overall the company was very welcoming to us and all the students had a good experience. Next, we had our MBC, EXOMAS, and SAS and SOS Lights Out Halloween event, which was successfully held on 19th October in the badminton court with around 350 participants. And for this event, the financial reports are still currently in progress. Next, our Satu giveaway. So we had a prize which was 20 10 ringgit Mad Alchemy vouchers, and right now some of the vouchers have been distributed, but collection will be completed by tomorrow, Friday, 25th October. And our last event, which is the October orientation, was successfully conducted on 17th October, and it was with 82 new School of Science students. And students were first given a briefing on MUSA SOS, followed by ice breaking, games, and prizes, as well as a peer mentoring session. So for our successors, Wayne and Senrui have been elected for the School of Science reps for 2025. And the handover period will begin at a timing which is suitable for all of us. And of course, we wish them the best of luck for the upcoming year. And lastly, we would just like to thank all of you in MUSA 2024 for making this an unforgettable experience for all of us. And we wish you guys all the best in your future endeavors. And lastly, we would like to thank our team, Nadia, Hongin, Trish, Wayne, Sanrui, Kirat, Natalie, Rania, Anna, Kyotong, and Yingsing for all their hard work and dedication throughout the year. And yeah, thank you guys. Are there any questions? All right. This report was prepared by me and Nathaniel and accepted by
Kimberly.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Muniba. I believe that concludes all of the 16-ish department and divisions report. And that concludes our last and final official MSC of the year. Personally, from my side, I would like to say thank you to everyone. All the best in the future. And I'm sorry, maybe if I did something wrong or maybe there's things that I do that you guys don't like. So all the best. And yeah, maybe Jackson want to talk about the certificates and some closing remarks.
Certificates for a subcommittee will send it out soon. But for OBs, you have to complete your handover, then sign the handover form. Only then we will distribute your certificates. Yeah, compulsory handover is very much compulsory to ensure that MUSA 2025 can start off with a very great head start. Okay. But anyway, thank you so much to our beloved MUSA 2024 team. It was fun working with you, I believe. I don't know when can we meet each other again, but I do hope it's in the near future. For MUSA 2025, I hope you all find something, learn something through this meeting. And all the best to MUSA 2025, okay? All right, so this last eighth MSC meeting is also our last meeting for MUSA 2024. It's adjourned at 9:28 p.m. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you, everyone.
Picture, please, picture.
Then those who want Kenny to buy supper one, just remember to put +1 in the chat, yeah?
Wait. I will end the stream.
Yay! Jacksida, yay!
Okay.
Oh, apa? Apa jalan?